Introducing Steve and Larson!
Can everybody say hi to my wife, Lacey?
Hi, Lacey. Hi, Lacey.
She's waving hi. She probably doesn't want to be on camera because it looks like she just woke up. But she's beautiful anyway. Okay, honey, I got to go and do a live show now. Wait, say that one more time.
She said, okay, love you.
Love you too. Bye.
This is more emotional than the end of the Cody-Dustin match right now.
I know, man. We got to top that. We got to top all that.
Oof.
So,
hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We were expecting 5 people.
we were hoping 5 people might accidentally come in here.
And then our goal was 10, and to see that we exceeded that by a magnitude of more than I care to count this early in the morning. Thank you very much. And thank you to Tim for that awesome introduction. Thank you, Tim.
So, this is friend. Go ahead, Tim.
The 5 confirmed are actually, I think, all up here. Like,
Yeah.
The front row is the 5.
This was going to be our 5, right? That's right. This was going to be the 5, and then the rest of you showed up, and it's so
fantastic.
amazing.
Thank you. I mean,
wouldn't be a Friendo Fest without Friendos, and that's why I want to talk a little bit about Tim here. He exemplifies the Friendo community. So when we were thinking about how to approach this, we were like, how are we going to do this? We got to get Tim to do something because he just, since last year at Starrcast, he was helping us out with the booth, didn't ask for anything, just kept on asking what we needed. And we're like, Tim, just go have fun. He's like, no, I am having fun helping you. A little weird, but okay, that's cool. And he's
Can
just...
I get you anything, Steve?
oh, there it is. That's his catchphrase.
So when we were here today and starting to set up and stuff, I was like, we were going to give him a roaming mic to do whatever, but I don't even know like what he would do with the roaming mic. We're going to do a Q&A thing at the end where Tim is going to get up and one of you, hopefully some of you, will come up here and actually be on the show.
Yes, please.
So that could be a lot of fun, or it could be terrifying for you. I don't know what your mental state is like. But I figured it wouldn't be a Friendo Fest without a Friendo up here with us for our Double or Nothing review. So Tim's going to be joining us. Is that okay with everybody here? Okay, awesome. He is limited to 3 sentences per match. Is that okay?
Yes.
Use them sparingly and wisely.
That's one, man. That's one.
We honestly haven't gotten to the matches yet, so.
And Tim, you have to hug the mic when you talk into
You
it.
have to really
I know.
Get deep
Get
into
on
it.
top
Are you
of
okay with this?
Yeah.
Would you rather not do this?
No. I'm very boisterous, so.
You're boisterous?
boys.
Yeah.
Boisterous.
I can be very
boisterous. Okay.
Boisterous.
That's good. Be loud, Tim. That's what we like.
Yeah, good.
Anyways, let's kick this thing off. Here's the thing, we don't have an intro because we're not talking about WWE. We're talking about AEW.
Yeah!
Oh, be careful. Oh, no. You're going to hurt yourself.
He's going to break a hip.
He's going to hurt himself. He's so old. Hey, remember this. Remember this.
Wow.
Remember this for when in the morning during our live streams, like, I'm so tired.
Man, this is a singular.
I'm old. Whenever you say I'm old.
I am tired right now. I've been up since 7:30. I have to go to bed at 3 o'clock because that after party, man. This is a singular event. This may never happen again.
Who all went to the
capture this
SCU
magic.
after party? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know you went. Where have you been, Ulysses?
I've been losing a lot of money.
Oh, man. Like, usually he's the guy who's like, where are you? I'll be where you are. And this time he's like, whatever, I don't care about...
This time he's come to me. That's what it's been.
Who here remembers the undead commissioner, Ulysses?
Come on, stand up, Ulysses.
Stand up.
Stand up. That's the undead commissioner.
He
right
is
there.
risen. He is risen. He is risen. Oh my God, we've got like more people coming in.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Oh, I remember Buff Daddy right there. Buff
Yeah.
Daddy had my shirt on. Look at that. So anyways, welcome everybody. We didn't do the official way we kick off most
Yeah,
of our things.
A Patreon plug here doesn't really seem to be appropriate.
We'll do it anyways. If you guys want to
gosh.
join in, join in. Here we go.
Apologize to him. Just
It's almost a script at this juncture. So if you want to do it,
Yeah,
with me-
live super chats. Just throw money at us. You got a question?
change only, please.
Yeah.
change.
Vegas has been taking plenty of my super chats, believe me. So here we go. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And Tim.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Stephen Larson, available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it. And if you're listening to us in the audio realm, be sure to hit subscribe, leave us a rating, a comment, or a review. It really helps boost the exposure of the show. We're also available on Patreon, patreon.com/Stephen Larson. We have a variety of reward tiers there, including the, what, Mark? $20?
I wasn't even paying attention.
$5. $1, the free dollar, because today we're going to do like sort of a Matt chat, like a you don't need to be a Patreon to come up here today.
Oh, yeah.
In order to ask a question. At the end of the show, we're going to take questions.
Like I said, this is a very special event, so yeah.
It's a very, very special event, Larson. Anyways, All Elite Wrestling.
Wow.
Doble or nada.
Wow.
Double or nothing. What was
that
your,
was a heck of a show, was it not?
In a nutshell.
See, here's the thing. No pro wrestling show is perfect, and there is, a couple bumps on the road. That being said, it gave me pretty much everything I wanted from a wrestling show: emotion, comedy, ridiculous high spots, great storytelling.
Yeah.
It was all there in the span of 5 hours.
Bloodletting.
Tons of blood.
Yeah. Dustin bled for everybody.
That was a lot.
He bled for Vince McMahon's sins.
He did. That was actually kind of the story of the match.
That was the story. That was the story. Just
and when
crack the
Cody
story.
says, at the end, when Cody says, "I don't need a partner, I don't need a friend, I need my brother," that's like, Dustin, you have been cleansed of WWE at this
Yes.
point. Now we can be the Rhodes Brothers.
Yes. Tim, in a
Deep
nutshell.
storytelling.
What'd you think of All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing?
I like the fact that actually some of the guys haven't wrestled in a while. Like we talked about the Young Bucks and how they haven't wrestled or anything else like that, but they were still able to go out and do what they do, and they didn't have any ring rust.
Yeah.
And then even the spots that were like really high impact and stuff, we cringe when somebody does a botch or they land on their neck or whatever. Everything was like over the top but safe too. I was really appreciated all of that.
Yeah. No, I agree. Everything was impactful. All the stories that they had been building up on being the Elite made total sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to watch the show this morning, but that wasn't going to happen because I didn't wake up till like 5 minutes ago.
However, based on one of our primary, I think, concerns going into the show was, how are they going to present their product? We know in the ring they're going to deliver.
Yeah.
No doubt about that, but we didn't know if they were going to kind of do being the Elite on broadcast television,
Right.
which means shot on iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah. No mics.
Or if they're going to approximate or even exceed in some manner what we come to expect from the production values of Vince's company.
Yeah, sure.
And granted, we haven't seen the television production broadcast yet. However, based on the in-house feed and what we've been hearing, it sounds like the show it off without a hitch from a production standpoint. It looked great.
It did. I was actually surprised at how. So I was talking to the Friendo versus Mikey Omega, and I was asking him. I was like, well, what is the production looking? It's very good. He said it reminds me of like WCW when it was at its best. And I think what he meant was it looked very clean. It looked familiar, but without the extra stuff that comes with Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
The vertigo-inducing...
The crash zooms.
The
55 cuts per second. All that.
Right, yeah. All that. Although it's funny because somebody posted the... I pay so close attention to that stuff these days. Somebody posted the final sequence with Cody and Dustin, the emotional hug and all that kind of stuff. And there were quite a few cuts there. They really loved that crane camera.
Yeah.
It was pretty heavy on it. So how many people watched it live last night? Were actually there? A lot of you. Okay, hands down. How many people watched it on the feed, like on the internet or whatever? Okay. What did you guys think of it?
It was good. I think the camera work was pretty awesome.
There was some shakiness.
Yeah.
There was some shakiness. Camera work was good.
Some voice of commentary where they were off a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Did they ever explain the barrel?
Cracker Barrel. It's okay. Cracker Barrel had a tweet, but you kind of need a little bit more than that. I mean, we kind of assumed they're
Something got
friends with Cracker Barrel.
Well, yeah,
we know that
because they had the Cracker Barrel match at All In.
Right, exactly.
And I imagine there was maybe something else there. They cut it for time or something.
So wait a second. Let me ask. When Jericho was like trying to get the Cracker Barrel out, did they explain that?
They kind of like laughed at it a little bit commentary, but they never explained why that was happening or why it was in the
So they just laughed and explained, and that's it. They're just like, oh, that happened.
They joke about Jericho picking it up and pushing it out, and that he's been strength training for the match.
That's funny. I mean, maybe it's just like an Easter egg or an in joke
Or it could
for the fans.
Maybe that's the sole reason they put in there to show off Chris Jericho, Jack Daddy.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that now.
Yeah.
What was your biggest surprise of the night?
Britt.
Brett.
That blew me away. I think that probably upset Vince more than anything.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad is Vince McMahon right now? I did not intend for that to be the case. But oh my God, Sean Spears looks amazing. Give it up for the perfect 10.
Yeah, man.
He was
Oh
awesome
my
at the after
God.
party, too.
Man, he
He looked amazing,
He
right?
was awesome at the after party too. He was there. And,
Tim was getting.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So yeah, that was great. For me, my biggest mark out moment of the night was Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
I didn't even when Brandy said this match is gonna be awesome, I was like,
Is the Miz coming out?
are we just like, does she just, yeah, right, is she just gonna start wrestling and she's now that's her gimmick? But then and then the thing, I was like, oh, who the heck is this? Oh my God, it's so
Awesome Kong. That was
man,
insane.
Oh, and of course, like, especially after her role on Glow, it just adds so much to, and we've seen obviously a lot of interviews with her because of that, and she seems like a terrific person. It's awesome to see that. And then of course, Dean Ambrose, John Moxley.
Mox.
Can't say Dean Ambrose anymore.
Mox.
The Mox, MOX on his back.
Yeah.
I mean, he aesthetically looked like really good in my opinion.
He kind of, this is a stretch. He's got the denim vest. Who else wore a denim vest when they made a surprise day? Hey, yo.
John Moxley, you are too much.
No, he should have said, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
I'm here. I feel one thing about Moxley that cracks me up is he totally reminds me I'm sad that we didn't rebook him that way in We Book Raw. Instead, we made him, we just put him in underwear and had him hooked on bath salts.
Yeah.
Which is just a different creative direction. I'm
really
surprised Aldi didn't think
After
of that,
what
to
he
be
did to
honest.
Kenny Omega, he might be on bath salts.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Good point, Tim.
That's true. So anyways, let's go ahead and run this thing down so that we can, afterwards we can get some of y'all up here.
Exactly. So show kicked off with the Casino Battle Royal. I won't get into the rules because they explained it during the show. But essentially, last year we had the Over the Budget Battle Royal, and it was a great bit of comedic, more often than not, storytelling.
Yeah.
Having a bunch of interesting spots between people in the ring. And I felt like this year, they took that approach at moments, but for the most part, it kind of felt like they were setting the groundwork for things in the future.
Yeah, I think that was a really, really important tale to tell. They're introducing all these characters. Like you said, they're building groundwork. Let's see here, get your notes. And yeah, we got to see, because they reintroduce. I'm assuming that when you reorder this, it's not going to be like that. This is strictly the pre-show. It's not because Jimmy Havoc made a big dramatic entrance during the actual show.
I would assume since the kickoff show or pre-show, I don't know what nomenclature they use. Is kickoff show strictly the purview of WWE?
This was the buy-in, but I don't think that's going to be. I hope they have a different name for it every time.
I think they will. Yeah, based on the theme of the show. I would.
Yeah,
think so.
because oh my God, they're being creative.
I know.
Imagine that.
Trying new things. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, first up we had the first group was
Brandon Cutler, MJF,
Michael Nakazawa,
Dustin Thomas, and I don't. Sunny Days. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, I didn't either. Sorry.
Because I only have a wrestling podcast, so I don't do research.
All over on Twitter pictures, they said, "Oh, this person's going to be in the Battle Royal." They announced everybody beforehand. So.
Okay, all right. Well, I just vanity search on Twitter. I don't actually do research for the show. God forbid, Steve. I mean, I'm used to the WWE. You don't need to do any research for them. Give me a break.
No.
I like AEW makes you think. So anyways.
Yeah, we had to do that after the Best Friends match, too.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that.
Can we just talk about their...
Let's just talk about it now, please.
Because this...
The video package.
Is that the greatest Tron package of all time?
Literally, all it was missing in terms of things that Steve loves was like pizza.
It's missing one thing. They need to take a low-res still of the hard-on egg shirt.
Yeah.
From Trent's Pro Wrestling T-shirt.
Right.
And do like flash frames of that in there.
Right.
That's the only thing is missing.
But you had the video starts playing, and it's aliens ghosts, dogs,
A pug licking the screen.
a building
Which
with
warmed my heart.
a building with a laser going through it.
Yes. No, that's all preceded by people walking on the beach at sunset.
Yeah.
And he got this dope beat that's rocking the whole thing.
Which, like, I do consider you my best friend. I mean, once you're 40. Oh, stop! I'm
knew
just
this was
using
gonna be
it.
such a
I'm
heartwarming
using it to
episode?
illustrate a point.
we actually don't talk outside of work.
You and I have never. It's true. When we come in, we're just like, we'll wait for the show.
And as soon as we're done, we're out the door.
We've never actually walked on the beach together. I think it was a very romanticized idea of what best friends are. Like, we might have accidentally, like, while roaming around trying to find a hot dog stand, if we happen to be at the beach near each
There's
other.
not those moments like when your best friend's vomits in the street and you have to usher them away before the authorities come.
That is what should have been.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
what we should
Tim, have you ever walked on the beach with your best friend before?
Well, my best friend's my wife.
Well, so is mine, but now I look like an asshole because I just said him.
No, okay. Small background. Like she made out with me first because she liked me, but we were best friends before that. So
Wait, I'm sorry. She made out with you
yeah,
first?
She liked me. Yeah, she kissed me first.
Before. Oh, so she made the move.
Oh, she did make the move.
Look at that.
And if you've met me, you know it's like now completely opposite. We've switched. Yeah.
So now you make the move. Smash.
I have to.
Smash, 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 smash.
I'm in Vegas with. Never mind. No. She's at home. She's at home. I love her.
Oh, you have no idea what you got yourself into, Tim.
Yeah.
Walking on the beach with my wife, unfortunately, I have not. We went to Disney World, but
Like, that's normal. If you're gonna like, you should walk on the beach with your wife. I think Lacey and I have done that.
But at sunset?
we're in Nebraska. There's no beaches.
Then it gets cold. Like, sunset is kind of cold at that point on the
Depends
beach.
where the beach is at.
Well, yeah, on the West Coast, it gets pretty cold out there.
depending where you are.
Have you and I, as best friends, we've never walked on the beach together.
Not that I recall. At
It was an
sunset, for sure.
amazing video package.
Oh, it was so good. I wish they would just. I hope that's available online.
Seriously, it's
Somebody
so
looked over at me
great.
and goes, "With those puppies up there?" And we looked up, yeah, 5 more pictures of puppies. It was
so
hilarious.
By the way, this is amazing because Larson's notes are like in the largest possible font.
I don't know why. I don't know why I did that.
It's like old person font.
So here's the thing. Like usually I sit in front of a show with my laptop out, and depending on my interest level,
God
fiercely
bless
type
him.
notes.
Last night he was doing this, and he's had a problem with his contacts. So like everything, whenever he reads something, he's like, he like tries to read it through osmosis. So I thank you very
Like
much
this way, yeah,
for taking the notes last night because I'm terrible at doing that. Whenever he goes on vacation, I try to do it, and it's a mess. So, anyways, we also had Jimmy Havoc, Brian Pillman Jr. and Joey Janela.
And then 10.
10. And he
Sean
looks
Spears.
so
Oh,
happy.
gosh.
That crowd gave him such a lovely reaction.
We got to talk about this.
The pomp.
MJF is fantastic.
Yeah.
Walking into this, we did our predictions video, our preview predictions video, literally like 20 minutes before they announced that the winner of the Battle Royal
Was gonna get a title
would
shot.
be involved in the first title match.
Yeah.
And I picked MJF, and looking at it, I was like, well, I mean, he's got the best shot of anybody in there.
Yeah.
I would think assuming the field that was announced was the field. But man, if anybody rose their stock astronomically last night, it was MJF.
I saw that a couple times on Twitter, people saying the biggest star to come out last night was MJF.
Well, didn't he get actually pulled out of Starrcast though?
Twice. Happened
He
twice.
did. They did such a great job building buzz for him in the lead up, including the Starrcast.
Because me and Larson saw it. We saw somebody getting pulled out. Like, oh, you're hurting me. Get your hands off me. And
Yeah.
we thought somebody was actually getting pulled
Yeah, it happened
out.
twice,
And then we
yeah.
heard, and it was posted on Twitter, like, oh, it's a work.
Yeah. Boy,
yeah.
that was, and they've done a terrific job. And man, that guy he's got charisma out the ass, and he's fantastic.
He might be one of the top 5 promos in the entire business.
Yeah,
He's so good.
He is terrific.
That bit with Bret Hart.
Where Brett just wanted to
Tried
laugh the
so
entire
hard
time.
not to laugh.
He wanted
Oh
to
my
laugh the
gosh.
entire time. Brett has such a terrible poker face.
I know.
It's like this is like it's like.
All right, give him a score for Poker Face. We know he's 6+ overall. What's his poker
Well,
face?
you know, my poker face is not, it's not my best, so I would say it's probably 9 out of 10,
Yeah.
maybe borderline 11.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. The only thing Bret Hart going, this guy.
So let's see here. We had somebody named Billy Gunn Glacier.
Oh, hold on. Let's talk about.
There's no space between Billy Gunn and Glacier.
Hey, man, I'm trying to take notes.
I know, God, I'm
This close to
sorry.
my
You're
face.
so awesome, and I'm making fun of it. I'm so sorry.
We should talk about Michael Nawazawa, because we weren't that familiar with his work.
Nakazawa. Yeah.
What'd I say?
Nawazawa.
Oh, sorry.
But it's okay. You were talking fast. Okay. You do it all the time.
That baby oil bit. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
was
it's
so
great.
good.
Where'd
Yeah.
you pull it from?
What's that?
Well, it's trunks, obviously.
He had really tiny trunks on.
I know.
I know. That was.
And it was like a big bottle.
It was.
That's so weird. Anyways, let's see here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
Billy Gunn Glacier. Yeah.
we have to get through this pretty quick because we're still at the beginning of
Well,
the
let's
battle.
talk about
royal.
the end.
Okay, who won?
Hangman Page.
Yeah, once he came out, it was like, okay, well, I didn't know that, and he was literally telling everybody. I think, yeah,
Including, is Jessica here?
I think they're
Oh,
on
they
a
had to leave.
plane already.
So we met a couple from Atlanta that flew in, and they went to his meet and greet.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Yeah.
And so she asked him, "So are you gonna have a match?" And he was like, "Ma'am, I'm not on the card at all. I'm not
she was
fighting."
offended because he called her ma'am because she's like younger than us, but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like what, 12 or something?
Yeah, he's super young.
Yeah.
So she was. I think she was both excited that he was not only in it and won, but upset that she was lied to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
She seemed very sweet. Her husband was very sweet. We talked to him last night.
it was
I wouldn't lie to those
a
people.
delight talking to him.
Anyway.
Anyways, Hangman Page, he is one of the two contenders for the AEW title. And thankfully,
Yeah.
he posted a picture of the belt. Hangman did on Twitter.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, and
Yeah.
man.
It is. Are you guys yay or nay on the belt? And is anybody a nay? It's okay.
unanimous.
Unanimous?
Oh, Sandra's.
Uh-oh, Sandra.
Is it too much like an IWGP belt for your taste?
Somewhere in between. She's somewhere in between.
I feel like, yeah, she's somewhere in between. Community poll time.
Yes.
All right.
Between. Didn't watch, don't plan to.
Let's see here.
So, yeah, Hangman won. So,
they did the thing with MJF was like he had gotten beat up by a bunch of faces. He sort of rolled out. Hangman eliminated everybody, including Luchasaurus. God, I wish we could talk. I wish we could talk all day about everybody
I just
in
want to
this
say
thing.
something
They're
about
great.
Luchasaurus. I remember when he was on Big Brother.
I
Judas
don't,
Devlin
but some
used to be
people.
in NXT. My wife loves Big Brother, so that's why I know.
Brother.
And to see that he's managed to kind of have a career renaissance as Luchasaurus, and it's a great gimmick, and it's a great name, and he's huge and he's jacked.
Yeah.
Man, I hope we see a lot more.
He
of him.
literally looks like a Steve W character.
He really does.
He's like Calabac, but booked better. Do you like Luchasaurus?
If actually you stop being the elite, him and Jungle Boy were in the last being in the elite. Like, you can talk? Yeah. It's so good. Watch Being the Elite. It's
Oh, he's
so
got a
good.
he's got a great voice, and just based
yeah.
on Big Brother, and he had a good measure of charisma. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love it. It's so great.
It's great.
The
Next.
main event of the buy-in was
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara versus Kip Sabian. I've always been a big Sammy Guevara fan. He's terrific. He had a PWG match against Joey Janela that we were live for that we went
Bola
to
a couple years back,
and they
yeah.
were just like throwing
Dropping
each other
each other on
through
chairs. It was
and
crazy.
yeah, my wife popped big for that one, and she's like
notice
not a
the
wrestling
strut?
fan. The strut?
Yeah. So he's up here. I'm not even kidding. He's in the ring. He's doing this whole.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice
It
that.
is so good.
I mean, that's kind of the one thing that, like, the catchphrase, which he's been using forever, the best ever. I'm so not into that, but whatever.
But in the ring though, like he has this arrogance.
It's good, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it
he's good.
fits.
He's
It
super
fits the
good.
character, yeah.
And that spot he did where he draped Kip over the barricade and did the shooting star press off the apron.
That was amazing.
That was crazy.
That was awesome.
Wasn't enough though. Kip got the W. He got his knees up during a 6:30 attempt from Sammy.
Yeah.
Get his finish for the win.
Both these guys look great.
Yeah.
So both of our first batch of predictions we got both wrong.
We only got 3 matches correct. I did the math.
Because we don't watch Being the Elite. Like sometimes we'll put on, I'll be like 25 minutes. My God, that's too long. They let me go back to watching 5 hours of
I know.
WWE. I know it's bad. I'll start watching. I will. I promise. I just wish they would mic stuff up sometimes.
Maybe now they will that they have some Turner money.
We got some money.
Anyways, kick off the show. There was a kind of a riff on the Being the Elite opening of the show. You had Kenny doing that stuff.
And true to us being like film nerds, it was not filmed on an iPhone.
No, this is a real video camera.
It looked like there was depth of field. It
Yeah.
looked.
And it was mic'd.
And it was mic'd properly.
It was great.
But it was still, the
Fantastic.
thing that I love about it, it was still shot.
He had to use the visual language of
Yes.
being
It's
the
like
elite.
when
Yes.
Wes Anderson did that stop motion movie that still looked like a Wes Anderson
Oh
movie.
yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That's a fun movie.
I will say this: the intro music was amazing. Almost everybody's audio was just really spot on. They had one
Yeah.
mic that was kind of hot, that had a little bit of feedback in it. Otherwise, the actual music, all the intro music and everything.
Oh, it was great.
I haven't heard half of it. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. All the
Yeah.
intro music's great.
Yeah, it really is.
And then the Elite comes down to the ramp. They all drop a promo welcoming everybody to the show. And man, goosebumps.
It was goosebumps. First match was SCU versus Strong Hearts. I was surprised. I thought that they would. It was a perfect showcase for Strong Hearts, which is the point of this. Everybody knows SCU, but not a lot of people. I would think. I mean, besides people who look stuff up on YouTube for research sake, which I don't. I didn't know much about the Strong Hearts. I was actually kind of waiting for this match to dive into it. I've seen like some highlight reels here and there, but it kicked off with an SCU promo, which was good. And then it was just a really, really, really fun match. It was terrific. SCU got the win.
Rick Knox could not keep control of the match.
That was one thing about last night too, though, was that, and this really was evident in the Joshi wrestling match when they had the botch finish. The ref, God bless her, didn't skip a beat. She looked at the timekeeper and said, 2.
Yeah.
And they just kept on going.
I know.
Didn't give the crowd really time to get too much into the booing, which we love to do apparently. And then they did the proper finish, and it was amazing.
It was good.
It was so, and like these days, I feel like even the refs, and I'm not trying to dog WWE, but it's just striking because there have been ref botches in the WWE as of late for some weird reason. Whether it's story or not, I don't know. But it's like even the refs in WWE seem like Vince is barking in their ear
I know, they're all
while they're
up on
trying to do their jobs.
I know.
It honestly feels that way.
The thing about this match, Rick Knox's job, that if you've seen a PWG tag match, and that's where Rick Knox kind of made his
They
name
have
ring.
zero control.
There is no tagging, really.
Yeah,
So if you're used to that kind of tag match, which you see a little bit in New Japan, where there's just people in the ring all the time, people running in and out with no tags.
Yeah.
It's not unfamiliar.
I would love to see. They're probably not going to do this, but I mean, we saw it was a 6-man tag match. It would be great if we had like a Tornado Trios title.
That'd be fantastic.
Where it's just there's no tagging and they're just going up.
That'd be great.
Probably not going to do that. Tim, what do you think of this?
The way they all played off of each other, though, like they made sense. It clicked. They were one after another, and they set everybody up, and then it worked.
Yeah,
really,
it did. It worked really, really well.
Totally. SCU picked up the win after the moonsault tombstone combo finish. Hell of a match.
Yeah,
Hell of an opener.
And a great showcase for Strong Hearts.
Absolutely.
After that, we had what was supposed to be a triple threat: Kylie Ray, Nyla Rose, and Britt Baker.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Thank you. Sorry. So they all come out, and then Brandy's music hits. She comes out and says, so I know I did see a little bit of the bits in Being the Elite where she was sort of building up the rest of them and saying, hey, I think you have a good possibility to win this match. And she was sort of saying the same thing about everybody. And she said, I don't want this to be a normal match. I want this to be an awesome match.
Yeah.
Awesome Khan comes out.
Man.
Place goes wild.
Yeah.
Like it was just
incredible.
It was great. We had an awesome standoff bit between her and Nyla Rose. And then the other two got involved. They got pushed to the side. And then another face-off. And it was just really, really fun. In the end, Britt Baker, who it was kind of like she was the one they brought to the upfront, the advertising thing.
Yeah.
She's going to be a big star there. I think they're going to build around her.
Yeah.
Kind of obvious why she got the win here.
Yeah. She won with a last shot.
V1, yeah.
V1 actually won a match with
do we
one, yeah.
know? Is that what she calls it? Do we know? Did JR scream the name of the finish? No, nobody knows. Okay. I was thinking her gimmick, if she ever turns heel, really needs to be Marathon Man.
Yeah.
Y'all ever see that
Laurence
movie?
Olivier, a Marathon
Where
Man,
he
yeah.
like tortures the guy. He's a dentist and he tortures the guy with his teeth. Is Laurence Olivier actually a dentist in that movie? Or is he just torturing people with their
I think
teeth?
it's a front for some governmental thing.
I've never even seen the movie. I've just seen that one scene. After that, we had Best Friends. We've already talked extensively about their video package. And
They won too, but they really won the day with that video package.
Yeah, pretty much. They won.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we got the and then Angelico and Jack Evans.
Man, Jack Evans is incredible.
And he's like 80 years
He's
old.
been doing it forever, and he does stuff that still blows my mind.
And he's like it's funny because if you've never heard it, prior to this, if you'd never heard of Jack Evans before, if you look up all of his matches like from the early aughts, Like they're just all with people who are massive stars right now, you know. And then there's Jack Evans, but he just does his own thing. He's been in AAA. We saw him in Triple Mania and Lucha Underground. Yeah,
I was gonna say Brandon here told me he's like, you got to see these guys in Lucha Underground because they're just amazing. And you said it came in season 3 or something like that when he started coming in.
It was 1. Jack Evans was 3.
Okay, between 1 and 3, and between those two guys, and that's kind of what made them, come to the forefront of people's minds. So
they've been doing some good sort of babyface packages for Angelico and Evans. But in the end, that's right. In the end, Trent got the pin on Jack Evans
after the Dude Buster kind of finish.
Yeah, and then some weird stuff was happening, which sort of had the audience confused a bit.
Yeah.
So. There was this awesome bit with the hugging. That was awesome. They all hugged it out. Lights go out. And then there's a dude in the ring with a beard and a kilt.
And there's another dude with a mask.
Big dude with a mask.
Lights go out again. Lights come back up, and there's a bunch of dudes with masks on now.
Which I really appreciated. They look like little minion guys, kind of.
Okay, raise your hand if you knew what was really going on. Okay, there's like 5 or 6 people.
I think they're the
Super Smash Brothers.
They are the Super Smash Brothers.
And thanks to the power of Twitter, we too learned that.
Yes. I was like, how would I ever find out who these guys are?
But we heard the name in advance. Like, we knew the name.
We had heard the name before because we were bummed out that our rebranding
podcast that we had
when we rebranded the Usos as the Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Now at WWE versus AEW.
Oh, it's a match already made
on June 7th. Yeah, that's a match made right there. Like, I wonder if anybody's going to upload Super Smash Brothers or if we have to make them.
Well, we'll find out when we go home.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So Super Smash Brothers and their crew of masked helpers end up beating up everybody.
They're masked volunteers.
Yeah, they're volunteers. It's too bad they weren't wearing the Starrcast volunteer shirts. Just get a bunch of guys. Hey, you want to sign up for the day? Oh, by the way, you want to go and beat up Angelico and Jack Evans?
Sure. Are you jacked? No? Who cares?
Whatever.
Who cares?
Anyways, afterwards, they all pose in the ring.
Yeah.
And then the lights go up. I feel like 2 guys decided to bounce a little early before the lights went down, which is pretty cool.
So anyways, after that, All Out was announced.
August 31st, he was going All Out.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, and it's the same response to everybody. It was like 2 people go, hell yeah. And the rest were like, hey, I don't know, man. It's a lot of traveling. I got a job. I got kids. Who needs that? So, yeah, we're probably just going to do a live stream reactions to it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
We had such a great time in Chicago last year.
I know, but I'm so exhausted right now. After that, we had a Joshi wrestling match. I really wish I knew more about these competitors to speak more, intelligently about them. But this is honestly the thing that I'm kind of most excited about with All Elite Wrestling.
Totally, is being exposed to the work of new talents or talents that I know nothing about.
That's the biggest thing for me. It's yes, it is cool to see the Bucks and Kenny and Jericho, and then when stuff like when Moxley shows up, that's great. But it's the stuff that I've never heard of that I'm really looking forward to. Tim, what'd you think about this Joshi wrestling match?
I was in line during the whole match.
Oh my God!
Damn it, Tim!
Oh my God!
Not my fault.
Heel turn.
Well, with the Druids, I'm just glad. Somebody's like, oh, the Druids are out. I'm like, phallic Druids? No, not those Druids. But so I missed that, and I missed this whole match because, like I said, I got stuck in line.
Yeah, the line was like for concessions was terrible.
And then you could go do like a sidebar thing, but they didn't have, like, it was more expensive. But yeah, it was just, lines were really bad.
So it was just all out action, so much character. Freddie Mercury showed up.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh my God, that was great. And she even started doing the. No. Yeah. That was awesome.
We don't do too much of that. We'll get demonetized. You got Aja Kong in the ring, legend.
Yeah.
And then Riho and Sakazaki. Mm-hmm. They were both like super smooth in the ring.
Yeah.
Amazing. Some of the spots were great. You mentioned the kind of botch finish where Shida kicked out of a moonsault from Sakura, but the timekeeper didn't see the kick out or something. So
that timekeeper was really into that match.
But the ref up immediately. 2. Yeah, really. Yeah.
That actually is important because there's a plot detail at the end match where that comes in.
Maybe because Emi Sakura, I think she was the Freddie Mercury. And maybe so the timekeepers are a huge Queen fan.
That could be. They just saw Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
So they're really into it.
Could be, I don't know. Anyways, Shida ended up picking up the pin on Sakura after a vicious Shining Wizard.
Yeah.
Hell of a match, though. I'm gonna definitely look in and learn a lot more about all these competitors. Great stuff.
I agree. After that, I was actually kind of surprised. This ended up being, how was this not match of the night?
From a storytelling perspective, absolutely.
I mean, this might be
Absolutely.
like, from a storytelling perspective, like match of the year.
I actually did not know. I hate saying this because they're all very, very talented. I did not know Cody was that good. Like, I honestly,
He can, when he really brings it, boy, he's a really, really fantastic storyteller.
Here's the thing, like Cody, I guess in terms of doing the flashy high spots, he's not up there with Kenny or the Young Bucks, obviously.
Right, he's not pulling off any
But
Pentagon
the way
moves.
this match was booked and structured, it was reminiscent of something you might have saw in like the late '70s from Mid-South Wrestling or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Where it's all a build and build. Someone believes buckets, and then when you get to the high impact moves, they mean it so much more.
Yeah.
you know what? It's something his dad would have done.
Totally.
Yeah.
Both dads.
And Dustin bled a ton.
How did you like the? Yeah, there was a lot of blood. How did you like the video package hyping this?
Oh, it was great.
That's the kind of stuff that
good.
we want.
Yes.
Production value, like
It's the kind of stuff that WWE kind of struggles with is finding the emotional core of their storylines,
Right.
presenting it in a really succinct fashion that you can get into.
it's like they asked Mustafa Ali, "Hey, what should we do for our promo?" Because that guy does that
Oh, and
properly.
Craig Mitchell too. He's the
Yeah,
guy that
Craig.
does
Yeah,
all the Mustafa Ali
exactly.
stuff.
Like WWE has all these people on hand, but they don't do it.
I know. But anyways, earlier we talked on kind of like the central story of the match, which was, leading into it. Cody said he wanted to kill the Attitude Era, and I guess that was embodied by.
Oh,
Dustin.
that was bad.
What?
Cody taking the sledgehammer to the Triple H chair.
Oh, that was a little cheesy. But it
was-
was early
cheesy at
'90s
best.
WCW cheesy.
Which isn't good.
Cheesy at best.
That's not.
But anyways, the actual story of the match, outstanding. It was executed brilliantly.
I was actually in line for concessions during the first half of this, and no, there was a TV there. Really, I saw it. There was a TV there. Yeah,
But it was,
I shouldn't boo. You got me a water.
there was a TV there because I was like, I know how this match is gonna go, and I did, so it was totally fine, and I got popcorn out of it, so yay for me.
You came back for the bloodbath, so I guess that's the most
Yeah,
exciting
yeah.
part.
Like literally moments after I sat down, I'm like, oh, blood, cool, popcorn.
Yeah, I know. So what
Let me
happened
feed myself.
is Dustin gets Cody in the corner and drapes his legs to go up and kick him in the front area. And while he's kind of preparing for it, Cody takes the turnbuckle cover off and throws it in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And then Dustin picks it up, throws it in the crowd, turns his attention back towards Cody, charges, Cody evades, Dustin head first into the corner.
Dong.
Blood.
Yeah.
And he's just pouring out blood.
Yeah. Can we
Pouring
just
out
let's fast forward to the beat to the end so I can do my Cody crying impression.
There you go. So they were both trying to hit a crossroads. Cody hit one, Dustin kicks out. Dustin hits one, only gets a two, and then Cody hits a vertebreaker, which I don't remember him. Maybe he's used it before. I don't know. Followed that by a crossroads for the win. Cody leaves, turns, comes back in the ring, grabs the mic, drops a promo. Take it away, Steve.
Of all the solos I've encountered
No,
in
wrong.
this
That's the wrong thing.
human Odos. Okay, so yeah, he said, so listen, dude, I've got like a match next
You
month.
gotta get going, man.
And I want you to like be my partner because
No, I need.
I don't need a partner.
I don't need a friend.
I don't need a friend.
I need my older brother.
I need a human.
Older brother.
I need an older brother.
Listen here, baby. I want you brothers to be.
Listen, baby.
I want you to get along and wrestle with each other, not against each other.
Oh man,
Good job, Tim. That was good.
that was good, Tim. Very good. It was honestly a fucking emotional
Yeah, it
moment.
was. It was really good.
He cracked, and it was beautiful.
Oh, it was great.
It,
It
was,
was
so
fantastic.
beautiful.
Actually, seeing him crack was just like,
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Great
really
stuff.
cool.
Great stuff.
I'd like to thank everybody for letting me, get this title out here and this solo fighting title.
The best thing was like, have a solo heavyweight match. I thought he was gonna smile or something, but no. But he's like, this be defended at the pay-per-view next month.
So did he break that news?
No, he's used to WWE schedule.
Or it might be defended on 205 Live. I don't know.
I don't know.
So, anyways, and this was again. we were right. There was no crystal clear shot of the title on TV, right?
Yeah, he kept on holding it to the wrong camera.
And then
That's
once
funny.
the host, Jack Whitehall, I think is his name. Is that his name? Okay. Yeah, me. He grabbed the title and he shoved it right in front of a camera that was right on it.
They didn't cut to it.
And the camera was on Brett, like old man getting out of the ring. Like, I know you have Brett. I know you want to shove it in Vince McMahon's face, but there's a beautiful title you probably spent $20,000 on. Maybe
So
even
shiny
more.
shake. I saw the screenshots, and it does not do it justice.
It's
how
great.
shimmering that is in the light. It is
I love it.
beautiful.
I love it. I think it's great.
So before unveiling the title, Bret Hart says, Adam Page.
Adam Page.
Come down the ring, okay? So Adam Page comes down, and then MJF comes down.
He cuts a promo
Spits hot
saying,
fire.
I'm the future of the company.
Gosh, talking trash to Bret. He says, "Yeah, you're a horse or something like that." Hangman Page.
Yeah.
It's like, settle down, Seabiscuit. Gosh,
That was
he's
funny.
So good.
Brett, he said, Brett, watch out. There's a guy about to attack you. And Brett,
that was so good.
And
Brett wanted to laugh.
Brett's in the background going,
I
Which,
know.
you know,
Yeah.
hats off to Brett, because I thought that
yeah.
might have been a sore subject for him, getting tackled at the Hall of Fame ceremony, because he seems like he's a very serious dude.
Yeah, he's a very
So
serious
hats
guy.
off to Brett for laughing.
You
about
never know. I just feel like you never know what you're going to get with Brett.
it. Yeah,
Well,
he seemed to be in a good mood, so we got happy
Yeah.
Brett.
I learned one thing too. I mentioned somebody was standing there, I'm like, oh, Bret Hart's kind of overrated. And everybody around me went,
Oh, people are very defensive
oh,
about him.
I
found that out.
I learned my mistake.
Yeah, people love Bret
Don't
Hart.
listen to these guys. And
I
don't
found
repeat
that one
anything
out.
they say.
Yeah. So
I love
anyways,
Bret. I have a Bret Hart shirt. I paid $40 for
It's
it.
a good-looking shirt.
I know.
Jungle Boy comes out and meets MJF on the ramp, and then Jimmy Havoc follows suit. Hangman goes down. They confront him. They beat him up and go through the crowd. And that's when Brett opens the sack. Here's belt. Here, cameras. That camera's
Yeah,
on.
cameras
Go
over
this
here.
way.
No.
Oh, this camera's on.
Oh, no.
Here's the belt,
No,
guys.
not you.
It was like he was
No.
doing everything in his power to
Can't
not
see it.
show the belt.
Can't see it. He puts it under his shirt.
I know. It's like, this is my title now.
Oh, this is my title, you know. It's the best in the world title. Best there is, will be, ever.
Oh, that was great when
Ever was,
when MJF
ever
says,
has been.
that catchphrase sucks. oh man.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go buy an MJF shirt after this. Anyways, next, Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks. All the heist
Oh my goodness.
I literally at the end of this match, I was like, all right, well, tomorrow I'm getting a Pentagon shirt or a Lucha Brothers shirt because
is Ray Phoenix the most athletically gifted wrestler around?
what is he doing on those ropes?
Dude can do anything.
It was insane. Like
Oh
I've
my
seen.
God.
Here's the thing. I've seen plenty of matches with him, and
still boggles my mind.
still, like he does new stuff.
I seriously think he practiced on a slack line. I really do. Because
Yeah,
it's the only
right.
way to
Yeah.
be able to do stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That spot where he's standing on the rope and super kicked one Young Buck and then did the Ron afterwards.
How?
Like he's on firm ground. You're on ropes.
It is crazy. He's
Oh
insane.
my God. Man, it's a shame he's not in WWE and we can enjoy him on 205 Live. Sorry, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know, we're gonna review WWE still, so chill out. I'll be good. I'll be good.
Until All Elite has 20 hours of programming every week, and then
Yeah.
Bye, WWE.
Once we can financially only cover All Elite, then we'll do
it's
it.
All Elite all the time, man.
Yeah.
We won't go through everything here because we're short in time and get some questions. But I always love it when Pentagon Jr. does that gory bomb / package pile driver combo. I've seen him do
Yeah.
it before, but it's never not impressive.
It's beautiful. And yeah, like we said earlier, the story of this was sort of the Young Bucks not being on the same page. There was
it's ring
multiple-
rust. Their story was ring rust.
It was multiple times where they like ended up striking the other Young Buck, yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Anyways, surprisingly,
Oh, shout out to the friendo who hooked us up with some Young Bucks. The actual Young Buck Razor. There he is, Buff Daddy.
That was my surprise for you guys. Thanks a lot.
we're gonna be
Buff
swimming.
Daddy scooped you.
We're gonna be swimming in Young Bucks like Scrooge McDuck then.
Yeah, we'll take all the Young Bucks.
We'll take all the Young Bucks.
So they came out in like a bunch of Young Buck dollar bills.
It's like that kind of rice paper. It's super thin. You can see straight through it, and it's only one-sided, but still the aesthetic. It only dropped in 2 places on the stage and in the nosebleeds in the back. So.
Buff Daddy, your actual name is Matthew, right? Matthew, thank you so much for that.
Thank
That
you.
was so sweet of you.
I just went down to the back part. They let me down there, and I got our whole row.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If it was WWE, you'd have been tackled.
No, only if that female guard is there.
Oh, she's great though.
Oh,
How
yeah.
awesome is she? She's got the best spear in the business.
Oh yeah. Anyways, the Young Bucks picked up the win. with the Meltzer driver. Apparently, though, there is another match. There's a rematch taking place next Triple H Mania.
Triple H Mania. It's time. It's time for Triple H
Thanks
Mania.
for this, everybody. Triple A. Yes, thank you.
Mr. Triple Mania won.
Mania.
That's June 16th.
June 16th.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got any other scoops, Mr. Triple Mania, about this show?
The rematch and then the main event is
Dr. Wagner Jr. and Psycho Clown against Blue Demon and who else? Thank you. Oh, Taurus is awesome.
Our Triple A insider.
Mr. Triple Mania there.
Triple A. Yeah.
And then the main event, Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega.
So, Tim, what did you think of
the barrel.
No, not the barrel. We're done with the barrel. Enough of the barrel. Stop putting the barrel over. There was a guy behind us who kept on
yeah, the guy behind us was really trying to put that barrel over.
incessantly talking about the barrel.
No.
No, about Jericho throughout the years.
I thought that was great.
The Madame Tussauds Chris Jericho exhibit.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It was good, right? It was good.
It was good because they even went back to WCW days too.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad they went back that
The best.
far.
Sorry, Tim. Continue. Sorry, I mean interrupt.
No, go ahead. No.
I think the best part is they did that, and they kicked off his new video package. And what's the first thing you see in that new video package is literally says, "I am Evil Jericho."
yeah.
So you go through the years, and it's like, okay, here in clear, as clear as can be, this is completely different than anything you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
It was really, really good.
Let's just spend our a lot of time for this match, which is probably about 3-4 minutes, talking about the Chris Jericho's new finish, the Judas Effect.
Well, can I
Yay or nay on Judas Effect? Yay. I think it's the yay. I think it's one of those moves. It's like really silly, but I like when people do that.
And Kenny sold the hell out of it.
And Jericho winds up like he actually, it's not a half-ass one. It's not like It's not like John Cena's weird thing with where his wrist sort of spasms a little bit that he was doing on the house show. So he actually did that on pay-per-view, didn't he?
Well, he did it at Super Showdown. Yeah,
That's
he won Australia.
But it only took one.
Yeah.
They booked it
Yes, booked
really
strong.
strong. So.
Yeah. I loved it. I mean, some of the stuff that sticks out to me was the code breaker out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
When Kenny would launch himself
the top rope.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Jericho's storytelling in this match was amazing. He got the camera and everything else. He made fun of the botch with the ring thing. He picked up the bell and started dinging it.
Yeah, that was great.
Referenced to earlier. Oh,
Yeah.
Jericho was.
He was talking trash to Jesus, who was sitting ringside.
Yeah, and Macho Man. And then
Yeah.
during the match, I felt kind of bad because Macho Man and Jesus started shooting on each other across the aisle, and they're like, "After this, we're gonna go wrestle." Oh,
Good job, Sandra.
Thank you.
yeah.
Mom came in and said, "Enough of you two. Sit down, please."
Her and Karen, they're just the friendo mothers.
I know, it's great. They keep
Yeah.
everybody in check like we need to be.
Let's get to the finish. Jericho countered a one-winged angel, hit a DDT, and shortly thereafter, he hit Judas Effect for the win. He will face Hangman Page at a future date for the gorgeous AEW.
So yeah, it keeps Jericho strong going into his Okada match,
and sets up Kenny Omega's next feud.
and yeah, which is again sort of above title type
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's your prospect on Jericho versus Hangman. You think it's going to be Hangman, or you think you're going to put that title on Jericho?
Oh, it's totally. What did we say at the first press conference? Hangman's
gonna be the first
Hangman's going to be the first
Hangman.
champion. I'm standing by that. Because he beats Jericho.
I'm going to sort of wait and see on that one. I'm going to see where things go from here.
So Jericho drops a great promo, telling people shut up.
Shut up, but thank me.
Yeah.
And then they start thanking him, and he says, "Shut up.
Yeah.
Just listen."
Yeah.
It was great. I was
And
like, I don't know how to feel about you right now.
And then from our seats in the nosebleeds, we hear a roar from below us. We look down, and there's a denim-clad figure walking through the crowd.
He
And
comes
sure
into the
enough,
Mall of America wearing a puffy shirt.
daydreaming of some Sbarro. But no, it's Jonathan Moxley. Place goes insane. He drops Jericho with the Dirty Deeds. I'm sure it'd be a different name back. What's another AC/DC song they can name that DDT after? Thunderstruck? Sure, that's good.
Good. That's good. That's really good.
Bells.
Money Talks, I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Whole lot of Rosie.
Wow. Okay. Deep cuts. I like it.
All of
Deep cuts. I like
Yes,
it.
deep cuts. Where's some B-sides?
Okay, enough.
All right, it's enough.
God, we're done. You guys
So,
are too much.
So then he gets down by Kenny, starts talking trash, gets him up, but tries to drop him with the Dirty Deeds. Instead, Kenny pushes them out of the ring. They take the tumble. They start brawling through the crowd. It's great. They make the way up towards the top of the stage. They climb that giant stack of chips, which hopefully I will be able to replicate the roulette table later tonight. And then Mox drops Kenny with the Dirty D's up there, and then dumps him onto the stage.
And it was awesome because it wasn't on an obvious big pile of pillows.
Yeah.
It was obviously on something that was made to look like it was
stage.
just part of the stage, and it just sort of crashed in.
Well, that's what we were hoping. Hopefully Kenny didn't really take that bump.
I mean, it did look pretty. Like it did look pretty
He
bad.
looked like he got beat to hell.
And he looked like crap afterwards.
Can I ask
He
a
did break his
question?
nose, I
When
think.
so he busted his nose, and I didn't notice. It was pretty early on though.
Early in the match.
Early in the
Yeah.
match. So do you think that affected like his performance though? Because I thought, in compared to other things we've seen where he goes just 110%, it seemed just a smidgen lackluster for Kenny. But that's just
I don't
my
know.
opinion.
I don't think so because we saw him in the second Long Beach show, the match against the Young Bucks, where he tagged with Coda, and he said afterwards that he cracked his orbital bone.
Yeah.
And he didn't let up that entire match.
The thing about a Jericho match these days is that they have to be kind of ugly. Like he's sort of like, I am evil. He's got the whiskey belly. He's a dirty, grizzled old rock star bastard.
Jericho's
He
a
had
brawler
dad
now. He's not a technical
Jericho-
wrestler.
And the
He's a
matches,
brawler.
I think the matches have to reflect it. I
Yeah,
would imagine that a broken nose would probably mess with your equilibrium.
It probably messes with your ability to
But
breathe.
Kenny can be a very eloquent wrestler, and that's not the match that this should be, or
it should
maybe
be,
even
it
could
should have been
be.
a dirty brawl, and that's kind of what it was.
And that's what it was. It was ugly. They even had to redo the finish. There was the bit where he tried to the botched DDT. So I thought it was. It countered Kenny so well because he had to get down and dirty.
Yeah.
Jericho does that better than anybody else.
Totally. And afterwards, the Elite come down to the ring. Kenny's still selling up on the stage, and they're like, "Hey, Kenny, get down here!" And they're like, realize, "Oh gosh."
This is after cameras stopped.
yeah.
By the way,
And they realize, "Gosh,
So you
Kenny
guys didn't see this. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't see it? Okay. Kenny got the shit beat out of him. So they meet him on the top of the ramp, and they make him talk. And
And he's obviously just
he is
busted.
miserable. He is miserable.
Winded like crazy.
And so he talks a bit. Cody drops a great promo saying essentially, "Hey, we're going to keep doing this. This has been an amazing night." Kenny said, he's proud of everybody here. Cody says, "We're going to keep doing this. You're going to join us." Of course, everybody's like, "Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is great."
Yeah.
And then Cody goes, "All right, Kenny, there's only one way to send people home here." And
Okay, so
Kenny,
I have to say this
Cody,
now.
you've put me on the spot.
Okay, so I have to do this. So good luck.
No.
Smooch.
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Smooch.
And good night.
And good night. Bang. And he's doing this. Yeah.
Bang.
So it was just, he had everything out there. And Kenny, I mean, God, he really did come off as giddy the entire time.
yeah. I mean,
like,
early in the-
more than anybody else.
Before the show, I think when they did the promo, he said he almost cried like several times. Maybe afterwards,
Yeah.
whatever. But it was emotional. You could tell for everybody involved.
And then the main bit to take away from the
Mox is around. He's full time.
a multi-year deal. Once TV starts, he's
He'll be
full time.
full-time.
He's allowed to do some international dates.
He is making his in-ring debut at the Fighter Fest. I think it's June. Soon. Thank you. I don't know if that's be the Kenny match or something else. To be determined. And then, as you mentioned earlier, Hangman versus Jericho at a future date, probably All Out.
Yeah.
I would suspect.
One of the things I'm most interested in is, are we going to get the John Moxley that he probably wanted to be in WWE,
I
but
think based on what we saw last night, yes.
never had the opportunity? That's going to be very exciting.
WWE, Dean Ambrose would not have dropped Kenny Omega with the Dirty Deeds. He would
Right.
have helped them up and held his hand up or something.
Right, and he would, yeah, yeah,
They would fist
exactly.
bump. You're in the Shield now, Kenny.
Yeah. and dude, it's so weird because as we were leaving, like I see Dean, or maybe, he wasn't around, but like I had Dean on my mind and I'm just thinking to myself, dun it, Roman Reigns. So we have a couple more minutes left. Who would like to come up here and be on the show?
Is everybody right after us? Okay, I guess we got. All right, lightning.
We have
round
a couple
questions.
minutes. We have a couple minutes.
All right, just come on up. Just
Yeah,
be,
single file.
be orderly, but be careful walking
Long.
through here because there's cables and stuff.
Yeah, it careful. You have to. Okay, I'll give you like a 5.
What time's the next show?
It's 30 minutes after. Come in here. Resets.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You have to.
Come on up.
Just come up here. There's a mic for you guys. Take a seat.
Wait.
One at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
We got a lightning round this kind of, so to get everybody in.
Yeah.
One at a time. This one here.
Yes. And speak into it. There you go. What's your name, please?
Kyle Mushigan.
Say, hi, Stephen Larson. This is Kyle Mashugan. This is my Matt Chat question.
Come on, no, we got a lightning
Okay, we
round.
can't do that. We can't do that, Kyle.
Lightning round.
What is your question,
So my
please?
question, you think when the TV shows starts on TNT, are we going to see the same level of blood, middle fingers, cursing?
No.
To what it was tonight?
No, I think that's going to be reserved for pay-per-views. As we learn anything with WCW on Turner, their standards and practices.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also these days they're a little bit lighter in terms of TV, what they allow on TV.
Oh, I know. There's cursing and stuff on TV now, but I don't think it's going to be full-on bloodbaths and
No, I think they're
stuff
going to
like that.
use blood effectively.
Yeah.
I think you probably won't be able to say the word asshole. And maybe they'll allow a middle finger. I don't know.
They might do that.
I don't know what you could do on TV these days.
I'm hoping they'll do a TV 14 broadcast. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
it depends on what TNT will allow in primetime. That's pretty much it.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you,
guys.
Kyle.
Who's next, please?
Everybody disappeared.
Next, please.
Oh, there it is.
Magic trip.
What the hell? Who's next?
No, we can't go up on stage.
Oh, okay.
We're not bringing people up on stage.
Okay, that's fine.
Check.
Just bring him up front. Add a little bit more. You can come a little further. In frame. No, you're not in frame yet. Keep going. It looks like you're right for me.
That's perfect.
Perfect, right there. Oh, that's great.
That's good.
Live on camera, Friendoverse Championship.
Talking to the mic. There you go.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Hey guys. So Mike Adams here, former Friendoverse openweight champion.
at
Lost
that.
it at Money in the Bank. But my question for you guys is, do you think AEW is going to have a mid-card title? And if they do have a mid-card title, what do you think it's going to be called? And who is your prediction for the first mid-card?
Yes, and...
It's MJF, right?
Yeah. Or Luchasaurus.
I hope it's Luchasaurus. So NWA has a national title. Intercontinental is to...
NWO does, huh? NWA.
What did I say, NWO?
You did.
NWA.
Too sweet.
They have a national title. What do you want to call the
kind of elite title.
the getting to elite.
Yeah.
Just
nearly elite title.
almost
yeah.
elite.
Almost elite. There you go.
Almost
Still
elite.
fits the...
Yeah, you still put AEW on it. It's
Exactly.
almost elite
Almost elite
wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next question, please.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you. Keep going a little forward. A little bit more. Perfect, right there.
This is the most going in raw framing,
great.
by the way.
I love it.
It's amazing.
'Cause your head is
It's
just
just
in the
like
lower
your
right
head in
corner.
the corner. This is
perfect.
great. And
It's like
you look over
it's
there.
like you're
you
a
look
Twitch
at us.
streamer and you're playing us.
Who
you're playing
knows?
Steve Larson, the video game right
I
now.
don't
That's
know. What is your name and what is your question?
I'm Dan Boss.
Dan
and,
Boss.
Dan Boss.
Dan Boss.
That's me. My question is, you said MJF was like the breakout star for
Oh, yeah.
you guys. Is there anybody else that you had never seen that like really impressed you?
Good question. Oh, pretty much everybody in the Joshi match.
Everybody in the Joshi match. Didn't know any. I mean, I had heard of Aja Kong, but I hadn't really seen much of her stuff. And I am intrigued. I understand the hype. I totally get the hype, and I can't wait to see more.
Totally.
Thank you, Dan Boss.
Thank you, Dan Boss. Next, please. Uh-oh.
Oh, bag of stuff.
Thank you for bringing Trader Joe's. I'm hungry. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect.
Hi, Steve here. Hi, and Larson. My name's Wade. I actually fluke won chat trivia.
Oh, Wade O'Brien, I have something for you.
Oh, you have he has his prize for him.
And Steve berated me last night in concessions about my Oliver print shirt.
He wore I tweeted out your picture too. You're my new favorite friendo because he
It
wore
was
the
epic.
the all over slow Wolfpack.
I don't really have in lieu of a question, I just wanted to procure a care package for you guys. I just wanted to thank you for everything you guys do. I wouldn't know anything about New Japan or anything if it wasn't for you guys. You entertain us, you bring people together, so thank you, and that's for you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Including some kids' drawings that I definitely did not do.
Thank you very
Goodness
much.
gracious. Thank you so much. Hello, friendo. What is your name and what is your question?
Perfect, right there. That's great.
David Wondolowski.
Yeah, David Wondolowski. I know you.
We're matching with faces now. It's
I was
great.
gonna say, I
Thank
was at All In, so this is a bigger trip, but I just finished teaching, so I don't care. So mine's not as heartfelt. I do play trad trivia when my kids are at lunch, so that's fun.
Nice, very cool.
Luckily, my boss doesn't see. Mine's question is 3 people, if you could have one of them for AEW.
Okay.
Kevin Owens, Adam Cole, or Finn Balor. You only get one. You don't get the friend.
It would be Owens. It's Owens.
Adam Cole, baby.
Owens.
I think he's he's holding down NXT really well. Finn Balor is a star, and I think Kevin Owens. I think he's might have reached his ceiling because it's all been downhill from the Universal Championship for him.
Adam Cole and Britt Baker seem like a lovely couple. Reunite them.
Could you imagine like Mox the way he could be, or the way he's
Oh,
going to
imagine
be.
Adam Cole be like Adam Cole in Ring of Honor.
And which is not really that much different. All he used to do back then is say, S my D. It's not a big change.
All right,
and he's
fair
actually gotten better in NXT.
Yeah, he is better, yeah.
Could you imagine Kevin Steen versus Moxley?
That'd be great.
We get the package follow driver back.
That's the match that you need to see
All
right
right,
there.
I can see the point.
Who's next? What is your name and what is your question?
Perfect.
My name's Stephen Klein.
Steve Klein.
And I was wondering if we can get an impression of The Undertaker presenting the AEW title.
Wow. That's my favorite question today, Steve Klein. The glorious Steve Klein.
All right. Vince doesn't know I'm here, everybody. So don't tell any. Don't talk about it, okay? This isn't on TV, is it? Okay, good. It is. Oh God. Okay. I've got myself a heck of a title right here. I lost the title down the river stitching. Don't tell Vince.
Thank you, Steve Klein.
Hello, friendo. What is your name and what is your question?
Perfect.
Hello, friendos. Eddie from California, and I personally believe that Kenny Omega is above titles.
Yeah.
So my question is, what streak of significance would you give him in place to help elevate?
Good question. Good question. Good question.
Would you go the route of like constantly putting? Oh God, I don't know.
I mean, a losing streak?
Constantly putting on like the best matches.
Well, that's kind of his thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that is his thing. But how do you keep him away from the title?
Well, he's going to have that belt eventually.
Yeah, but the point is,
Yeah, I
he's
know.
above title. So how do you do that?
You got to bring in a string of former WWE wrestlers for him to have matches
Yeah, no,
against.
but that's kind of you bring in the biggest names and you just keep it away from the title, and then when
Yeah.
he does go for the title a year from now, and you've established guys like Hangman and MJF,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
using the title,
Yeah.
then they're built up. He's legend, and then it can be like a big deal.
Yeah, totally.
Like The Undertaker or even Cena.
You only bring him. You only bring him out for Saudi Arabia shows.
No.
Next question, Joe.
Perfect.
Yeah, right here?
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's perfect,
Great.
Joe.
My name's Joe, and my question is, as we saw last night, there's going to be a huge international influence in
Yes.
AEW.
Yes.
What do you think AEW needs to do to connect those wrestlers who probably don't speak English very well to the audience? Because I feel WWE has not done a good job of connecting Asuka or Shinsuke to the audience. Thank you.
First and foremost, sorry, go ahead, Clap. Sorry. Thank you, Joe. I think first and foremost, what WWE kind of too often fails to do is showcase the full breadth of, kind of across the board, their talents, abilities.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything else, people will connect to performers who excel in the ring.
You know what I was thinking during the Joshi wrestling match last night? I thought this could be their WCW Cruiserweight division.
Totally.
The Cruiserweight division in WCW was used when you don't have the old leather sacks out there fighting for titles. They had the awesome wrestling, which can captivate anybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to hear a promo. You don't have to, they show off what their character is in the ring, and people are captivated by the wrestling, and that's how they get over. And I think if they simply let them showcase the in-ring ability, that will do that better than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it's going to get over. And then as the more unique stars rise to the top, then they'll be competing for titles.
And then they'll be on Being the Elite.
And exactly. Yeah.
Or Vampiro on commentary in Espanol.
Yeah, that's good too. Next question.
So, friendos,
Perfect.
I'm Ryan from Las Vegas. My question would be, with WWE being mainly a PG product right now, it looks like All Elite's going to be like TV 14. And then I saw an interview with Cody last night. He says the pay-per-views are going to step up a notch above that. Do you think that's going to force WWE to step away from PG programming, or are they going to stick to that?
They have to stick to it.
They have to stick to it.
Thank you.
Although I don't know, man. I don't know. On pay-per-view?
No, I don't think they're going to deviate a whole lot. I don't think, because it's a lot of things in WWE don't work right now.
Yeah.
The one thing that works for them is the product they have translating into money.
Yeah, that's true.
And as long as that remains the case, then there's no incentive for them to change.
I think WWE is going to see where they stand at the end of the year in terms of this competition. I mean, they're going to have the money regardless, but they do have a growth issue. And I don't know. We'll see. All Elite was all the talk of the wrestling world last night. Even WWE wrestlers were talking about it.
Yeah.
Some were trading like sort of fairly harmless barbs, and others were openly praising it.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks.
Yeah, Sasha Banks.
And
Big E's tweet was pretty good too.
What's that?
Didn't Big E do like a?
Oh, he did.
The name redacted thing. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So next question, please.
Morning, guys. Am I in?
You friendos are so good at hitting your mark. This is
Yeah,
great.
it's amazing.
Well,
Yeah,
that was Tim. He gave us the mark.
Tim's the
Perfect.
best.
Oh, Tim.
And also
Man.
last night, while he was in line, I saw him. He was a gentleman walking past a lady. He said, "Thank you, excuse me."
He's the best.
So he should get a little credit for missing that match.
Yeah, Tim is awesome.
Question though, so with the 5-minute promo Cody cut on Road to Double or Nothing, and with the smashing of the throne last night, do you think there will be a response from WWE? He had the pissant bodybuilder comments, the smashing of the throne. So do you think there's going to be a response?
Okay, no, this is a great. What was your name again?
Andre Navarrete.
Okay, thank you so much. This is a great question. How many petty things are they gonna do? What annoying Michael Cole quips are we gonna hear in response? 10, 10, 10.
This is gonna be. You'll only find the elite in sports entertainment here in WWE.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be stupid shit like that, and we're gonna get so many of them, and it's just gonna be. I don't know. I really hope they don't, but they're going to.
They're going to try to get all sorts of really petty insults.
Is Brett in the opening thing with the now, then now forever?
Probably. Say goodbye
Is he
to
in that? He's gone. Who replaces him? Vince. No, he doesn't like Shane.
He doesn't like Shane.
Shane's not going to be in that. Stephanie.
He barely wished Shane happy birthday.
Yeah. Eventually, the then now forever is just going to be McMahon's.
Yeah. It's going to be Vince now forever.
Yeah. A couple more questions.
Hey guys, my name's Rob. I just wanted to bring you some more.
Oh, nice.
Young Bucks.
I'm
More
officially
Young Bucks.
keeping my Young Bucks now.
But
I want you to sign your Young Bucks.
I don't really have a question, so I don't think it'd be an episode of Going in Raw unless somebody goes, message retracted.
Thank you.
Yes! 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 Mr. Triple Mania, you're perfect.
What's up, guys?
We'll close with Mr. Triple Mania.
Juan Guerrero.
Juan Guerrero Jr., Mr. Triple Mania, how you doing? So it got me thinking. Of course, I have to ask a Triple Mania related question.
Perfect.
Kind of.
Perfect.
So you know how like a Triple Mania, Cain Velasquez is gonna wrestle. So it kind of got me thinking, like with that, and then especially with Arrow fighting it All In, would AEW obviously is probably gonna have to implement celebrities later on down the line. Would that kind of put you off from the product, or do you think do you have faith in them that they would implement celebrities?
I have complete and total faith in AAA integrating celebrities with doing whatever AAA wants them to do. It'll be weirder because the celebrities will be like, what is going on here? AAA exists in its own amazing universe. It's a beautiful product, and I have complete and total faith in everything they do.
AEW.
Oh, I thought you said AAA because you're Mr. Triple Mania.
Tyson was there in the arena last night, and people took pictures with him, and they showed those pictures on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. But he wasn't on the show, so it was a situation like that where they use celebrities for their social media marketing aspect of it. That's smart, but I don't know. I feel like the pay-per-views more so than anything are gonna be kind of like how New Japan does it, where it's wrestling. You might get a couple backstage things or a recap package, but it's focused on what's going on in the ring. The TV show might be a little different, but I don't think it's going to be something where Hugh Jackman comes in and punches MJF in the face.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes!
More Young Bucks.
Swimming in Young Bucks.
Nice. Oh, look at
Perfect.
that.
Make it rain.
Oh, I love it. Anyways,
Is that it?
Oh boy, that
more
was
questions?
Friendo
Anybody got more
Fest.
questions?
Oh my God, it's grown even more in number. I saw some people coming in later on during the
I
show.
think we had like 50 people here at least.
Well, thank you so much,
thank
everybody.
you. This has been
like
awesome.
from the bottom of our hearts. This has been absolutely amazing.
It's been fantastic.
You guys are the absolute best. The absolute best.
We cannot do this without
We literally
each and every
couldn't.
one
It's,
of you.
it's an absolute dream job. One more time, give it up for the Friendos here at Friendo Fest.
Everybody, say hi to my wife, Alyssa.
Hi.
Hi. She hung up. She hung up on Tim. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, going in Raw with Steven Larson. Again, one more time for my guys up there. Put on a...
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.